The cinema house are giving tissues. The cinema personnel are giving tissues to the moviegoers.
Because I see a TikTok reels that everyone was crying.
I think I'll cry. I mean, not I think I'll cry. I'll cry and I'll die.
Just wanted to tell, my favorite Filipino movies is Magnifico.
But to be honest, I did not finish this movie.
Why? You should watch it.
I think the last time I cried is during movie.
I remember clearly all the moment in the movie that remind me of her.
I cried even just doing the review. I cannot watch it.
This is a very emotional vlog right now.
Sawadika.
Hi, this is Ysh,
And I am Mach.
and welcome to our vlog.
For this episode, we will be talking about a Thai film entitled How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies. If you are new to our channel, please don't forget to click on the like and the subscribe button. How to Make Millions stars Belkin and Usha Semku. This aired last April 2024 and you can watch it on Netflix. Ishel, can you give us a summary of this drama?
A young man quit his job to look after his dying grandmother. However, it is not out of love that he assumes the role of devoted grandson, but for a substantial inheritance worth millions, going to a great lengths to become the apple of his demanding grandmother's eyes before times run out. So, reason for watching, Chai.
Reason for watching, I think when because this aired in the Philippines in the cinema.
Yes.
And by the time it aired, I think I'm not sure if it's April or a few months after. Like, I'm not sure if you have even seen that. Like, the cinema house are giving tissues. The cinema personnel are giving tissues to the moviegoers. Yes.
Wow, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, they're giving that. And I said,
Okay.
oh, I'm so curious. Why? They said, I mean, the title says that someone will die. So definitely
Yeah,
it is
I
a
know it.
tearjerker. So I said, oh, I'm so curious why. And because I don't know, sometimes it's good to watch something heart warming, but not too heart wrenching. I'll tell more about that later. So
Okay,
ikaw, what is
I
the
know that you
reason
have
for
more
watching?
to tell. Yeah. So me, the reason for watching is I know this while it's airing in Thailand because I see a TikTok reels that everyone was crying.
Mm-hmm.
So when they show it in cinema, I'm telling, will it be shown here in Dubai? I mean, will it be shown? But it turns out that it was not shown here, and it will. Yeah, it doesn't show here,
Okay.
and then it will be and then I know the next thing I know it's already in Netflix,
Yeah.
which it's a very good platform
Mm-hmm.
for international viewers for this movie. So expectation they have.
So, just to add to that, I think it's currently airing in the US. That's why it's not yet in Netflix
Oh.
US. I mean, a friend told me. So, expectation
Really?
before watching is, I mean, I think I'll cry. I mean, not I think I'll cry. I'll cry and I'll die. And Ishel is telling me she has watched this. I told her, can we watch it next week? Because I think I'm not emotionally ready. And because if you're watching something such a tearjerker like this, you need to be emotionally ready. But I said, because I don't have more time to watch the series, I said, okay, let's do and watch this. But I'm prepared to like cry a lot. How about you, Shell? What is your expectation?
Expectation before watching it. I just wanted to tell my favorite Filipino movies is Magnifico.
I haven't watched that, Ishel.
Yeah, that is my favorite Filipino movie starring G. Romano and Gloria, and it's about a grandmother, and his grandson. So I have this impression it will be the same. There's a twist outside within the series because the Magnifico has a very good tearjerker series movie also, and there's a twist out there. My heart is with that. So I think is this like a Magnifico or something like that. So that is my expectation before watching, and that's why when I saw that it was already shown, I asked I need to watch it because I may not may not have the heart to watch it the next time. So how about you? How about impression?
So, I have to make a confession, Michelle.
Okay, go
Don't
on.
don't be angry at me or something.
Yes.
But to be honest, I did not finish this movie.
Why? Why?
It's 2 hours. It's 2 hours, right?
Oh,
I stopped at the 48 minute. I know what.
Why?
I cannot. I mean, I think my mind is thinking so much that I'm crying even if it's not yet. It's not yet. Oh, good. So I stop at the scene that her grandma, I mean his grandma, is like walking down the stairs and cannot walk as much. And they want to sell congee. And I mean, the grandma said that I want to sell congee, but then Bilkin or M said that no, we will not sell congee. I'll just make a sponge bath for you. And I literally stop at that trying to bath her grandma.
You should watch it.
Wait.
You need to post anytime. Post.
The thing
and
is,
then play.
sometimes
The thing is,
I think I cannot continue because I was so crying, and then my heart is literally finding it hard to beat. I think I'll collapse. Actually, I don't know why. I cannot breathe. Like I normally if I cannot breathe, if I'm hyperventilating, I use a brown paper bag, but I don't have a brown paper bag with me. So I said, I made an impromptu paper. I cannot issue, like, I think if I continue watching, I'll die.
It's all on you.
Yeah, but because I don't even know because it's about grandma, right? And in my paternal side, I think I have only the memory of my grandma from my father's side is, I think I've only met her. I can only remember twice. Only because my grandma lives like so far away, and I mean both my grandma died, and the one that was closest to me is my mother's mother, from the mother's side, and also for her, she died young. She died 64 years old, so young, right? And I was 7 years old that time, and from what I can remember from that time, I mean she died because she had diabetes. And she was bedridden for a time. So I can. It's really very clear to me from my grandma that I was always at her side during that time. Because yeah, and I mean I cannot even remember, but what I can remember is her lying down. No, I'm not crying. Lying down on that
Get the tissue.
bamboo.
Come on, get the tissue.
That bamboo bed, and then I was just there, and then she died, and then I cannot even remember. So like I think the last time I cried is during Move to Heaven, but it's not even something as personal. I'm not sure because it's just really a fleeting memory. I think it's one of the core memory, but I think I want to stop even before it becomes so heavy because I think I cannot breathe anymore. Or perhaps I can revisit and watch it when in the morning, not in the evening, so that I can sleep. And I think the premise, I don't know Magnifico if it perhaps you can tell it later if Magnifico is the same, but at least for this, I'm so glad that I'm even just laughing because the first 30 minutes it's not even sad. I said,
Yes, correct.
It will not affect me. It will not affect me. Because I mean, it's good that they started it with M being not sincere with his grandma. But I mean, I really love the grandma shell. That I think I can. The thing with Thai and Filipino culture is they're almost the same, except for the religion part.
Yes,
they're more strict with the religion. And then, I mean, the grandma, I really love the grandma because she embodies everyone that is being like old people. Not even my grandma. I think even my mother is like that.
Agree.
Showing that I don't like it, but I mean, if it's from you, they will be, what do you call this? They will appreciate it, but they don't show it that much. And I think even my mama is like that. So I said, and my mother is also old. So I mean, I don't know, Michelle. It's not only applicable to grandma, but even your mother. I mean, everyone is growing old, and I think this is really a very touchy subject for me. Now that I realize, I'm not even emotional or something when I watch this. Like I watched Cinderella at 2 a.m. before watching this, and I feel so kilig, and then that's why I said I think I'll stop. And the 48 minutes is good enough because that taking a bath scene and like the grandma saying that I'm old, you can see whatever you want to see, is enough for me to form a judgment of this. And I mean, I can even put a rating even just watching that 48 minutes. How about you, Ishel? What is your impression after watching? Perhaps you can tell me more about the scene.
Me, what do you call that? This is emotionally an emotional drama. So it's very tearjerker. I don't want to cry because you already had your part.
Yeah.
So it's a story about a grandmother and his. I think you are right. This is not about just a grandma. This is about old people because it reminds me of my grandmother. Because my grandmother stay with us until her last breath. So stay with us, and I remember clearly all the moment in the movie that remind me of her. Like getting your clothes very good, wearing good clothes because some of your kids are coming. It's really because I remember my lola, my grandma, telling me, "Oh, bring me the polvo, the powder, because I need to make me smell nice because my other grandson and his kids are coming to visit her." And I remember that he's always excited when we tell that your favorite son is coming, like that. And it's really it's and what is really sad about it is it is really happening. Like,
they captured that well. At least they captured that.
Really captured it well. That the once your mother is old. Some of your siblings have their own families, and they have their own lives, and they forget that they once a part of being a son or a daughter to their mom. And it really captured really the part that the love of our lola to us is really deep, even to their. You need to watch the ending episode because it was really a hard one. But please prepare yourself. It's really a tearjerker one, and that it's throughout his life. Pacha, you need to watch it. I don't want to spoil you, but it really was. And I share it after I watch it. I tell to the people I know, you need to watch it because it was a tearjerker one. I have cried so much for this drama, for this series. And what I really like about it is that you realize that it reminds you, and you realize that these people, your grandma, love you in a way that you can't imagine. It's like that they are just being they have this pride, right, in their own people. They have still that pride, and even they don't seem to care, they really care a lot. And I remember a time when I was my grandmother died while I was here. But before that, I have a vacation in the Philippines, and before I go, my grandmother said, I really glad you have a vacation because I don't know when you come back. I'm still alive. So that was heartbreaking for me. So when he died, I was already here, and I got just 2 months after, like that. 2 months after I got vacation, and I'm glad I did because it's different when you go back that he is already lying in the coffin. Then you go back when he is still alive. So it really reminds you of the old people who loves you in a way that you can't imagine. And it reminisces many portion of our life that when we are still young, our grandmother used to say that, "Oh, you're so what's called spoiled," or so they say many things about you, but deep inside they really care and they love you in a way. And they show at the end how much his grandmother love him so much. You need to watch it throughout.
I mean, there is a scene like when they were in bed. I mean, just talking, and then the grandma said that, "Remember when you were young, you like to squeeze into
and you said that
and
Em doesn't really remember anything.
I think that is us. We cannot even remember, but with the grandma, they remember. Because
but the
but for
grandma
us, we
remember.
take it for granted. I mean, took it for granted.
Even her child was already.
And I mean, I'm soccer for parallels wherein like I don't want you to bring me upstairs because when you were young you were the one who made me fall. But then the M said no trust me I can
And trust me, there's so many scenes that third
more scenes.
more scene, and
I cry
think
even just
may-
doing the review. I cannot watch that.
the, the the scene that I cried so much is when I cannot tell
You
you,
can
but
spoil just that
yeah,
one.
just that's one that M told his grandmother that you're the first one for me, because he's always say, because I'm like struggling, how can I be the number one in
Yeah.
your in your life,
Yeah.
because every there are three siblings, he has his favorite son, and it's really hard for grandma, like, and I was so hurt when grandma know that there was someone asking how much the
Inheritance.
house, yeah, no, the house was asking
Mhm.
somebody, they already been on that part, that one asking
No,
how
no.
about the house that being
No,
sold.
not yet.
Oh
not
no,
yet.
okay, you have to know about it. I really can't tell, but it was more tears. Prepare your tissue, because I already finished one box of tissue on it and have a cold that time, right? I told you I just had cold, and it was so relatable. You remember your grandmother or the old people around you, and the way that they care for you, and the way that they're starting to being old and gray, and when they are being sick, you remember the times of your grandmother or your parents or your old people in your life, how you see them slowly losing their youth and their mind and their health. It was a very emotional journey for me watching this, because yeah, my grandmother, like I said, grandmother is with us until his her last breath. So I think that was very, and it's very, the motive and the moral of this lesson is really, you have to treasure, don't take for granted the person's, your grandmother, because they, when you don't know anything, there was there. Like when you don't know anything, when you're just starting to learn, your grandmother was, or your grandparent was already there. And I hope that in the future, when, and for now, even if your grandparents is alive, treat them well, right? What do you call that? Give them the best that you can give. You know, our grandparents, they don't really need the material things. They really want time. And it really shown in the series how the grandma was eager to have at least a play of cards with her, with his child. It's really, really a very relatable and very, what can I say, um very emotional. I don't want to be emotional,
I think
but
I'm just sad that the grandma is living alone in their ancestral home.
yeah,
Well, I mean,
yeah.
why do that?
Why?
do that? Yeah.
Maybe because I think I tend to understand some, because when they are grandma, you know, their attitude is starting to bake, like because as a mother, you tend to see that your child is still a child, right? So you have to tend to say something to them, you have to do something to them,
Okay.
and they don't want like that. I don't want to be controlled anymore. So
Okay.
get down on that, they have their own family. So that's why I really, but I'm not into this, because like I said, they're old people, they need someone to care to them, right? And you need to watch. My God, I want to hold you, but it was really sad until her last breath, and the last, there's a twist out at the end. You need to watch it to know everything. And I don't want to spoil you because you didn't watch. I told you to watch it, but I understand. Yeah, I understand. It was a heartbreaking series, a heartbreaking drama, And I think we don't need to cry about this. Your favorite scene so far. Let's continue. You don't have because your mood now is starting to.
No, I mean, one of my favorite scenes is with the fish.
With that?
With the fish, because she was asking him to buy her a fish, right?
Ah,
And then because the
okay.
line is long, he bought the other fish. And then the grandma said, "I don't want that." And then he went back, but apparently the grandma ate it. So I mean, even if the grandma is cold, but then I think he should be her favorite grandson.
Yeah,
Because it was
yeah.
still not shown, but I mean, even though, and then there is this one line that the grand M was surprised that, oh, they're meeting always during Sundays, but
Yeah,
it's
and he
only
didn't
M that is
know.
not
Yeah.
coming. I mean, if you are, I'm thinking he should be the favorite grandson. I mean, the grandma loves. He's thinking of winning her heart, but I think he didn't know that she has always. I
Already
think
has.
it will be like a twist.
Yeah, it already does like that in the series. That
I
show
know,
that
katawa.
yeah, there's so many hard trick. I think the first time that I cried on this series is when they go in the mountain. That is the first time that I cried.
Really? So I'm
Yeah.
much a crybaby than you because I mean just her walking down the stairs that made me cry. That's why I
Me,
stopped.
I cried, but the first time that I mean that first time that I really cried my heart out is like that. You understand your the others, your member of the family is praying for themselves,
Mhm.
and no one was praying for grandma's health. That's why I'm telling you. See,
Mhm.
like you see like her favorite son was telling that more like that, more for their for his
So
own
so the
family.
favorite son is the most accomplished one.
Yeah,
Okay.
according to them, according to them, that's
Mm-mm,
his
mm-mm,
favorite. And then it turns out that when they in the temple, they're
mm-mm,
praying. The favorite son, is praying for his own family, and no one was praying for grandma's health
mm-hmm.
like that. And then, but grandma was already pray for my son, for my daughter, for my
Mm-hmm.
grandson. Was praying for everyone. And then when M mentioned it to his grandmother, he mentioned that, oh, because he has already his own family, he needs to take care of that. And then M mentioned, how about you? Are you not
Mm-hmm.
his family? And that was, oh my God, because you realize that we already take it for granted the love and our parents had already gave us to us. So I'm not yet a parent, but
Yeah. Yeah. Should give your father some grandsons. Yeah.
This
So
is
that they
a
can
very
take care of.
emotional
Mhm.
vlog right now.
I'm not even, yeah, I told you I do not even remember a lot of memories with my grandma.
Mm,
But I'm really just emotional with tearjerker movies. Like, I don't really cry a
yeah.
lot for personal or, yeah,
Mm.
problems. But with this, something about family,
Yeah, it's
just,
trigger, yeah. It
yeah.
trigger us.
And a funny thing is, I really thought that the story, because I did not read the plot, I mean, just
Mm.
basing on the title alone, I was thinking that initially, he really loves her grandma, and that her grandma just
Yeah,
has
yeah,
a
yeah.
wish.
Mm. And
And
I
he
like that.
wanted to grant that wish. And then, I mean, the opening scene is
Mm.
in a cemetery, and her grandma, I mean, his grandma told them that I want this kind of libingan. I don't know, the
Burial.
what, yeah. And then burial site, and then someone said that it's worth 1 million, grandma.
Mm. You
And
need
I
to
thought,
watch it. I don't wanna spoil
yeah, I
you.
mean, it's worth 1 million, at least 1 million, grandma, if you want that. And I thought, oh, so that is probably the premise. Like, the reason why the grandson wants 1 million is because of that. And I mean, thinking that the grandson really loves her at the start.
Mm.
So, I mean, there is a twist, but that is my initial thought. And then this
Mm.
really rich family comes that
Mm.
owns the burial, and it's like,
Mm.
okay, so but I think the journey to get to that and for the title to
Yeah.
make sense, I think it's because
Mm.
it's connected to the title. I'm just not ready. I think I should watch this like early in the morning
Yeah, don't
when
watch
my
it in
heart
the
is
evening. Red,
just
yeah.
freshly
And
woken.
prepare your plastic, please. Or paper bag.
Yeah, funny thing is I bought paper bags in
Oh.
Amazon last night. It will arrive today. Because
So
I
you can
really
watch
like it.
it.
So I can watch it. I need to be ready with
Watch
my
it in
paper
the
bag.
morning.
Yeah,
So
next.
the surrounding is very light. So you
I
don't
think you
feel.
can watch this if you're feeling so. I mean, if you want an outlet to cry your heart out,
Yeah,
it
I
just
think
cannot.
it's one
Yeah.
a good one for you. And I think our heart is very fragile when it comes to a family story or like that, because some point we relate to it and we remember someone in our life that do the same things to us. So it really a very good drama to cry out. So if you're having a heartbreak right now, this is your time to watch. Yeah, and I hope that it can
Rating.
reach. Yeah, I really ratings. How about ratings?
What
I'd
is your
go
rating?
for me. My rating is 9.7. Wow, too high.
No, we
Nine point
cannot do
seven.
point .7, Michelle. It's either 9.5 or
Okay.
10.
9.5. I cannot say
Okay.
that it's really perfect, the 10
Mm-hmm.
perfect, but I can say that it is the second to highest so far. About you. You didn't. And,
I'll give it a 10. It's an emotional rating. I'll give it a
mm,
10. I don't know. It made me reflect with, by a lot of things. And I'm not sure for non-Asians who does
yeah,
not,
to
if they will enjoy it or, I mean,
enjoy
some
this
people may
one.
probably say it's not that tearjerker or something.
Yeah,
But
maybe it's cultural, no?
it's cultural. But I think for me it's a 10. Even with
Mm,
that
go.
40. Yeah, yeah, it's just that for me. Michelle, you can continue.
Okay, and that's it. You don't have anything else to say. I hope that you finish the series. That's my the movie. That is my hope for you, because there are more things that you need to realize and cry your heart out throughout, because you're already in just, I think you're already just in 1 hour. You cried a
Not
lot.
even emotional, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the grandson is not even affected
Yeah,
at
if
all.
you see the other scene, you never stop crying, because after that, I never stop crying. I had my box of tissue is already
So this
finished.
is turning out to be a long one. But one thing is, I'm just really questioning. I know
Oh,
I'm like 60%. There's a 60% chance that I'll watch this, so it's almost close to not watching. But I mean, is
okay.
there like a scene after we're in? Because the girl from F4, Gloria, she's there.
Good.
I mean, she said that there will come a point wherein you can smell your grandparent, and that
Mm,
will it be like talked about later on, or did they skip that? That there's a
uh,
particular smell.
they will talk about it. They will
Hmm?
talk about it. Yeah, I think
Oh,
they
they will
talk
talk about.
about it.
Okay, okay, okay.
And
Then I'm good.
yeah, because you need to watch it, because I cannot say what, I can't remember the chronological order.
Mm.
But after that scene, after that I cried throughout the rest of of the movie. Really, I cry. I send you my eyes
Yeah.
right after watching it.
The last time I cried hard so much is Miracle in Cell Number 7. I
Yeah,
mean, I
yeah,
watched
that's
that
really
in the
good.
cinema. And I mean, it's in the cinema, but I cannot breathe as much as before. It's also
I
the
think
same, but I was
ha,
younger that time, Michelle.
you
But
need
now
to watch also Magnifico. I told you, find
no,
some.
no, I don't want to watch.
Okay, you don't watch it. I'll tell you what happened in Magnifico.
Mm.
It was like G. Romano. His they live in like Tondo something
Mm.
area. You need to cut it first, right?
Mm.
You need to cut it out. No, and then his grandma is dying like that, and he prepare his burial the
His or her?
morning.
Or the grandma's?
Her, sorry,
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
her. Jiro prepare for his grandmother's burial and all. So like that. And you
Mm.
know, at the end, he's the one using it. That's why he prepare everything. See, it's so heartbreaking, and the process of knowing it, and the
Mm.
process how he do like that, like, oh, like, grandma, I'll measure you. This is your measure.
Mm.
Even the coffin, he is preparing at the age of 12, like that. Then it's so this is your dress. This we're going to wear. This is
Mm.
how you, like that. And the process of doing that, it was so heartbreaking. And then at the end, the twist is it is him who will using all of that. So that's why I really like. So that's why the expectation here is there may be some expectation or there's a twist at the end of this movie, but it turns out it really give you in the first scene. They really give you how it ends.
Mm.
So that's it, guys. So if you really want to cry your heart out and want to have an outlet to your broken heart, so no one is asking why your eyes is so swollen, you still need to watch it. Really, no joking aside, this is a really good drama. I mean, very good series. Really good movie to watch out, and I hope that it can reach more people, and I hope that everyone can relate to this. And please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us in our social account like TikTok, IG, Instagram, and X. Hope to see you in our next review. Okay, bye.